What were some of the challenges for getting the funding for the show? Because this is a very big project,
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't get their shows actually funded to make a whole season, but yours did. So
Yeah, thank
tell me
the
about
Lord. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so hard. It's so hard. You know, you can have all the creativity, you can have all the great ideas in the world, but the money is the only thing that really makes it happen.
it.
And we were fortunate for us that for the pilot, there are these two guys who believed in it, they understood it, and they were willing to kind of take the risk to finance us for what we needed for that. And then once the pilot was finished, yeah, the funding for the season kind of came through because of that other movie that I had done rewrites for, Still Hope. We were making that. We made that before we made season one of The Promised Land, before we'd even written season one. And this is actually also before the pilot had launched yet, right? But that was kind of funded by an individual who wanted to make films and have an impact. And then we were like, hey, you should also check out our pilot that we're finishing up. It's called The Promised Land. It's going to be great. You know, check
Mhm.
it out. And we were fortunate that he also understood it. You know, he was like, okay, I can
Mhm.
see what this is. I think the biggest obstacle to getting funding for something is being able to draw a line of like, we're going to make this thing
Mhm.
and we're going to expect that these people will watch it. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to really know if anything is going to work, you know,
Mhm.
especially when the bigger the swing, kind of the harder the funding in a lot of ways. And this shows a pretty big swing. Like doing Moses as a documentary and being funny is a big swing. However, there are a few things that kind of translate to a wider audience of it being faith related, the fact that it's about Moses and not Jesus means that it's a show for Christians and Jewish people, right? Like it's
Mhm.
not specifically Christ centered. And so you kind of have that ability if people know about it. Also, it's a comedy. So you have people who are fans of comedy shows like The Office, you know, you can kind of look at that and say, okay, every film investment is a gamble. However, there are people who watch this type of content. And I bet we can find them. And
Mhm.
so far it's worked, which has been awesome. Thankfully, able to find people who said, I see it, I like it, and I want to help you guys make it for better or worse. And that's kind of how we were able to do it.